2024 right now has been one hell of a year for games. We got lots of really good games, and that should be just left and forgotten. So there was this one game that released around in late December last year, and that game's name is Buckshot Roulette, developed by Mike Klubnika. I don't know how to say that right. Buckshot meaning metal pellets, referring to the ammunition used in shotguns. Now, Buckshot Roulette is a strategy type of game which is based off the gambling game Russian Roulette. I call it a gambling game since you're gambling your own life for money or just for your own sadistic fun, you sick bastard. Now, Russian Roulette is a game where a bunch of people stand around together, acting gay and like taking turns to point a revolver at their head and pulling the trigger to see if they will die or not. Now the thing is, in each chamber in the revolver, it's either empty or loaded, so you could win or die, and dying means you're disqualified. Roulette means little wheel, as in the casino game where you throw a ball into a spinning wheel and it will land on a specific number. And it would either be red or black. But I'm not going to explain how that game works and whatnot, because this video is about Buckshot Roulette. And let's get into that. Booting up Buckshot Roulette, you're greeted with eerie music sounding like an ambulance coming in the rescue, with the bass playing too. Now hold on. I just want to talk about the music in the game, because holy Jesus. Booting up a game has never made me feel more intimidated in my entire life. Now, the song playing in the background of this video right now is the song Blank Shell. It's honestly one of my favorite songs in the game because it already just sets a tone for the game, knowing that you're going to be in one hell of a time. And the rest of the music is also really good, and they set a perfect tone to this wonderful messed up game. Like the music either telling you that you're at the final wit end and maybe die or win. You might die, I don't know. Now anyways, back to the game. The game starts you off in a restroom, where you're able to interact with only two things. A pill bottle, yes, I do call it that, or the door. We'll go through the door for now. The pills will be for later, as the protagonist kicks the door open. Loud party music starts blaring in the background. The name of the song is General Release. It gives me a lot of house vibes, and that will remind you, dear player, that you're at a club and you see a guy just like standing there smoking near the balcony, and you can't interact with him unless you call just clicking on him with nothing else to do, interacting. And like, damn bro, I came from a mean surprise in the restroom. Can't I smoke with you? Like, damn. Going through another door as you violently kick it, you meet the antagonist in the game, the dealer. With him just saying, "Please sign the waiver." And you do sign it. Now, the round begins. As he shows how many blanks and live rounds there are going to be placed in the chamber, it is inserted in an unknown order, so none of you could shoot your way to winning. And the first thing you get to know is shooting yourself with a blank round skips the opponent's turn. So once you click the shotgun, it gives you two options. Shoot the dealer, hoping it's a live round, or shooting yourself, taking the risk that you might or might not get hurt. And I chose myself. It's a blank. There was only one live round in there, and so what I obviously did was I chose to shoot the dealer. And his face became distraught. And then he shoots himself with the obvious black round. Now I won the first round by him actually just shooting himself with a live round when he was on his last charge. Now last charges are basically the live shown on that little screen there on the right side. And now, round 2. begins. Now, the dealer introduces a new mechanic. Items. Now, these items will help you along this dangerous game. Now, when I immediately saw this, I thought of Inscription, which is a roguelike card-based game where you use items to help you. But that's for maybe another video. Now, I'm gonna talk about the items for a bit and then we'll get back to the game. Yeah, we'll get back to that game. The first thing I'd like to talk about is the beer. Now, the beer lets you pop the shotgun to basically throw away a round. So you can be sober and be paced by just never drinking the beer. Or you can be the average American dad after a 10-hour job and drinking 20 gallons of beer.
I suppose I don't need to point.
Then there's the magnifying glass. Now this item lets us take a sneak peek of what round is inside the shotgun. The cigarettes in the game act as a healing item. Yes, that is kinda ironic considering cigarettes basically kill you. And it gives you one charge. And no, you cannot overheal. Then there's the saw. Now, the saw basically saws off the top part of the shotgun and lets you do double damage. And fun fact, if you were to ever do that to a real shotgun, the springs would just fall out and other stuff too. I think. Then there's the handcuffs that skips the dealer's turn when he willingly puts them on. It's very odd. But at least you get to shoot him like 2 times, and yes, the blank round does count as a turn. Now, these items can coexist, well, most of them, like using the magnifying glass and then the beer. That can be used to maybe pump out a round in case it's not the right one. And the sword handcuffs can lock him in a double damage loop if you get 2 free shots and have 2 saws. Anyways, back to the game. You get the items in this little box and oh, there's a waiver with the name God signed on there. I'll talk about that later, though remember that. As I stupidly shoot myself thinking there was a blank round in there, hearing the club music fade in and fade out, reminding you that you could have thrown some shapes and be the king of the dance floor. I'm sure that dude smoking is having more fun time than you are. Damn coward. As we face off in the third and final round, they then cut the life support, I assume, and makes this the real final round, with us just at the verge of death. Well, technically, but I say this because once the charge reaches to the more crooked damage version, we only have 1 life left, and once we get shot, we die. We cannot heal. We cannot heal to get back to normal health, and I beat him. I beat him. He disappears, and 2 red lights appear and fade out, with only a briefcase. It's money. The briefcase has money. There is no happy ending like you beat the bad guy or you save the princess. You are just a greedy addict playing a game where you risk your life for money. Jesus Christ, man, $6,335 ain't enough to last your whole year. But maybe you want more money. Maybe you feel like doing a double or nothing. But before that, when you die in the game before the 3rd round, you'll wake up with the same dude that smokes electrical charge you and tells you that the night is young and tells you to continue what you were doing. Now, since your life support will be cut in the 3rd round, if you lose in that round, you will not get electrical charge back to life. You actually die. And you wake up in a place that looks like heaven but looks empty and barren. You interact with the entrance gate in front of you, and doing so shows you even more barren land, and it's probably heaven but has seen better days. And the text fades insane. You died. And in heaven there's a God, of course. So where is he? Well, I'm gonna get my theory classes. Hold on. Yeah, I got the theory classes. Now, remember when I said that waiver that maybe God has written? Well, I think, and many others think, that God may have played Buckshot Roulette and lost. So he was dead, and then heaven became a barren wasteland. So there's no one but yourself in this afterlife. Okay, for like one last time, I'm gonna talk about the AI. I'll link a video how the dealer's AI works and whatnot. It's honestly really dumb and smart. Most of the time it remembers how many rounds there are and the amount of rounds for each side. Like for example, 3 live rounds and 4 blanks. And in one of my rounds, he purposely hurt himself to just check to make sure that the round after this one was gonna be alive. I know I sound crazy, but like he really did a smart move there. Anyways, link in the description for the video I previously mentioned. Now, to finally double or nothing mode. Now I'll be using gameplay from 8-bit Ryan and gameplay a bit from me that's not double or nothing mode because I sucked at the game really bad, so I couldn't even get past round 2. Anyways, remember those pills from like early in the video? Well, what if we took them? Now in this mode, there's no dude that electric charge you back to life. Once you die, and then you have to take the pills again to attempt again. After many attempts, you finally beat him. It gives you 2 options. Go home with the cash, or double or nothing. Clicking yes restarts to round 1 and you beat it all 3 rounds again. It gives you the prompt again, double or nothing. You get addicted, so addicted that you just play the game and forget that you have more things to do than just play a risk your life game. But no, you need more, and there's never enough with you. You just want more, you greedy bastard. And that concludes the video. The end.